exposure. Some exposure. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert, there's news to expose. Hashtag breaking, SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure, and double upload. Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you. Exposed, 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 exposed. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert, there's news to expose. Hashtag breaking, SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure, and double upload. Exposed. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Exposed, 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 exposed. for some exposure.
Oh man, hello
exposure.
everybody, how are you?
Some exposure.
Yes, I can hear you. I am monitoring it properly.
To you, EXPOS.
What's up, everybody?
Exposed.
How are you this evening? I don't know how long I will be streaming tonight. It's been a long day. I have an even longer one tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to film the unboxing of the Xbox 360, but it's not just going to be an unboxing, it's going to kind of be like an all-day thing to film, because I'm hoping that this has 2008, probably not. It may have blades. We'll see what dashboard it has. It's still going to be an exciting video nonetheless. I'm gonna take a while. When did they get rid of blades? I think it was 2008, right? But whatever. I got to film some B-roll from that. So that's not going to be a huge project, but it's not going to be a small one either. And then I got the iPhone 13, so I'm going to start doing like comparisons between this and the Google 6 Pro, Pixel 6 Pro. I think that'll be pretty interesting. It's not a huge difference from the 12 Pro Max. If you have a 12 Pro Max, unless you absolutely need 120 hertz, which I noticed the difference, but it's not like, oh my god, it's game changing. You could stick with your 12. Remember the days Rockstar just used a normal Steam launcher? I remember when GTA 5 launched on PC, there was no Rockstar launcher. Yeah, fuck the Rockstar launcher. I've always disliked it too. So, I got a bunch of interesting stuff. So there's going to be a Google 6 Pro versus the iPhone 13 Pro Max comparison. I think that's going to be a very interesting video. Where the hell is my Google 6 Pro? I just had it before. Are you back here? I know I have it somewhere. I'll figure it out. Anyway, oh, it's charging downstairs. I know exactly where it is. Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out, you ReviewTechUSA. I literally just got the phone today. I actually wasn't really excited for the iPhone 13 Pro, but I wanted to get it because this is my main B-roll camera. Like the B-roll you're going to see for the ultimate PS5 setup is all going to be filmed on the 13 Pro Max. I used my 12 Pro Max for virtually all the B-roll. I think all the B-roll I have filmed like videos for in 2021 have been filmed on the 12 Pro Max. So that was part of the reason I bought it. I'm like, all right, it's a great tool. And I was like, because I know exactly when I got the Pixel 6 Pro, I think I'm talking to Jeffrey Tucker, by the way. I am talking to you. So I didn't try that mode yet. I got it a little early, but not early enough like other reviewers so that I could have had a review up on embargo, in good faith anyway. So I'm like, what's a way I could do something that will be interesting, that'll still be, people will want to see a 13 Pro Max versus Pixel 6 Pro. Because I know if I compared the Pixel 6 Pro to the 12 Pro Max, people would have been like, what are you doing? Why are you comparing last year's flagship? That's not fair. And they're right. But Apple ain't sending me an iPhone. I don't even think they send like MKBHD. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong about that product. So I'm going to do a comparison with that. I got the monitor on top of the Xbox. I actually have, you're almost going to want to actually call me ReviewTechUSA. Ain't that some shit, huh? I'm actually reviewing tech in the USA. But I'm going to be filming the B-roll, like I said, on this, Jeffrey, with the Ultimate PS5 video when I show the Hisense UHG. Shout out to Hisense for sending that for the video. Putting a 4 terabyte drive in the PS5. It's going to have navy blue side panels. They feel like they're made out of paper. It's by a cheap knockoff company, but boy, do they at least look nice. It's going to be a cool video, man. One's the RTU Trilogy Carlos collection. Imagine I made a beat 'em up with the birds and they just pecked at people's holes. It'd probably not be allowed, but... Oh, great wise man, will I ever find love? No. Life is terrible. I'm kidding. The rise and fall of Rockstar when they released Bully, Manhunt, GTA, Midnight Club, The Warriors, Max Payne, instead of now it's just milking. Yeah, it just feels like... I mean, they make huge games, huge open world games with insanely high production value. And on top of it, technology has become way more advanced, meaning that way more man hours have to be put into their games. But what the fuck? GTA 5 came out almost a decade ago. I don't know what the hell even happened there. I had to... Huh, that was weird. No, I wasn't DDoSed. I assure you. I'm on a VPN, I wasn't DDoSed. That was just a internet derp. The fuck was that? Are you gonna make out with those birds? No, I just give them respectful bird breast kisses. That's just a show. That just shows companionship, motherfucker. Well, I don't know what the fuck happened there. Oh, this stream is starting off with a resounding thud. I don't even know. It just went, and I even tried to refresh, and then I signed out of my VPN and signed back in, and now it's fine. You can't it's on a VPN, so it was not a distributed denial of service attack. I gotta unplug my 56K Dreamcast modem. That's exactly it, Sean. Gabe, I didn't miss actually many of the... So NYC Batista, I don't know if you heard me, but yeah, I don't get what they're doing. Review my butt cheek USA. It's kind of strange, but okay. You have a pimple on there or something, sir? Carlos is always looking luscious. He's a great looking bird. Then I started talking about his butt cheeks. I mean, this bird has a very powerful, pronounced feather array on the bird buttocks. And that, sir, is what you should be concerned with here. Carlos is a good bird. He got the bird breasts, but he has the bird ass. And it's a very pronounced, powerful ass that should intimidate you. Now that I know I'm actually answering the super chats and not just buffering to fucking death. Are you gonna make out with those birds? I do not make out with the birds. I give the birds respectful bird breasts and bird ass kisses. It's a sign of companionship. God damn it. Can you stare deeply at Carlos and say cutting edge butt stuff? Cutting edge butt stuff. There you go. Boxing match. Barack America versus Donald Care with my hairy legs. Wonderful touch feeling. Oh, you remember that from that video. That video actually did okay in the end. At first, I thought it was... Videos like that are so weird, because when I do a video that's out of character for my channel, I can never tell if it's going to do well or not. Like, even something like the Nintendo Switch OLED review, I was pretty positive, but there was still that chance, because it's happened in the past, like, oh, this is a video that's going to do great, and then it does shit. No, this is a video that's going to do shit. It does great. Like, one video that always surprised me is I did review, just by itself, the 11 Pro Max, like, 2 months after it came out. And just because it's Apple, no, that does not mean it will get a lot of views. And it still did. That was kind of surprising. That was fairly... Yes, I understand it's Apple, but that doesn't mean much, like I said. Especially when it's a dated product. We're breaking news. EDP45 returns to YouTube as a rapper under a new name, but what gave him away was the new name of his new... Oh god, that's terrible. I hear, actually, all kidding aside, DBZ, that he's working, he's doing Uber. You know, like I said, the Predator Poachers, yes, they're racist pieces of shit. I saw, and they did a whole bunch of other shady stuff. But here's the thing. And, like, the Archfiend said it best. Law enforcement may have never caught him. We may have never known he was a fucking monster, and God forbid he actually met up with a 13-year-old girl. Lord knows what he would have done. Now, at least... Maybe now, one, people will know what he did, and two, he'll have to pay consequences now for it no matter what. Whereas he may have gotten away with it. So I don't know. I'm torn on that, but he's getting what he deserves. I have been working almost non-stop 12-hour shifts, and last night I was so brain dead that I drove with the pump still attached. Had to pay a $250 repair. Oof, Jesus, dude. The hell are you doing that you're working full days like that? That's insane. That is nuts. I'm sorry. I mean, I've done it, man. There was a time I was working on college break at a restaurant, and right from there I was actually working at Best Buy. And, yeah, I would literally have to, as soon as I got done with one job, like, go into my other outfit and go drive to it was hell. So I can relate, man. I can relate. Driving an 80,000 pound big rig through a snowstorm right now. Got you on in the background. Just want to say thanks for the entertainment while I drive. Well, I hope to God, thank you very much, but I hope to God you were pulled over on a break while you were... Don't super chat me while driving a big rig, sir. I'm pretty sure that you aren't, but please don't. Yeah, Jeffrey, bro. I've known some other people that got it like 3 hours later. They felt sick. So it is what it is, man. You know, it kind of says that the booster was necessary, but let's move on from the COVID-19 topic. Alex from Predator Poachers stole a dude's phone during a catch, and now the cops are reading him his Miranda rights. Looks like he's getting... Stop. Like, this is happening right now? Dude, this whole, like, vigilante, predator catching thing is gonna end really fucking badly. Nah, Jeffrey, you're fine, dude. It should be something that should be able to be discussed, but it can't be. I'm telling you, it's gonna end really bad. I hope YouTube puts an end to it. Oh my god, my free speech. But it's gonna end disastrously. It's gonna cause, like, Apocalypse 7.0 on steroids too, because if it's involving a guy who or anyone who was a possible child predator, and, like, advertisers freak out, it's gonna be a mass exodus. But who am I? I'm just a man on the internet, right? Rich, data miners have found out the GTA Remastered are just ports of the mobile versions from years ago. Same code intact with old songs locked away. If you would like, please send me an article at rich@ReviewTechUSA.com or at the real RTU on Twitter. Because this is what I'm saying, man. Rockstar, what are you doing? Thank you. I will make plenty of money this holiday season off of your blunders, Rockstar. So in a way, salud. But what were you thinking? Are you thinking that you know the gaming community is going to figure this shit out in like minutes? Oh, well, at least the Rockstar launcher's back up. Bless them. Yeah, like, and they had then they showed that trailer of them making GTA 5, a game that originally came out at the end of the 7th gen console's life in 2013, that they're remaking it for the PS5 and Series X. And the trailer really didn't look any different than the PS4 and Xbox One versions or PC versions. I saw that. I'm like, what is this? It's like the Emperor wears no clothes. It's like, oh yeah, look, this is totally a great outfit, Your Highness. Why can I see my penis? No, you can't. No one else can see your penis. Just you. Just to you, it's invisible. It's like, hey, look, we upgraded GTA 5. Looks exactly the same. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Looks exactly the fucking same. No, look, it's 4K 60. It should be. It's a game running on 2 console generations later from when it originally came out. Oh boy. Like, what? Yeah, I don't understand, like, how this could have been fucked up. Like, that's what's going to make it more amazing and get me more viewership. Is this should have just been a slam fucking dunk. 3 of what many people consider to be the greatest games of all time, just with a shiny new coat of paint. How do you fuck this up? I don't understand. I don't. It should. This is like playing baseball with a beach ball sized baseball. It should have been a home run with no effort. None. But yet here we are. Paul Rudd is named as People's Sexiest Man Alive, which I am very, very bitter that I was not nominated for that. I should have been on that magazine cover. Shirtless, wearing a cowboy hat and a vest. And I am not there. I am here. That is not excusable, and I am not happy, People Magazine. I will not be working with you again. Go fuck yourself. That's all I gotta say on that. Man, you're making me applause for him. Can we watch a 4-minute super wog? Possibly. Bob Ross he got that sexy afro. That man has explosive hair. And he actually, I remember watching him as a kid back on PBS. Like, I'm talking like CRT Sony Trinitron with physical push buttons to change the channel. I remember watching that man with his afro and be like, man, this guy has a relaxing voice. I could just sit here and watch some, I could just watch me some Bob Ross. So that was before anyone knew what it is. I'm talking in the late 80s, like when he was still alive, actually painting shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I am fucking old. I'm an old man. Keep you asking, how did you mess? We let me tell you how. Bean counters ran the project, and this is what happens. Ah, yes, just like the Ford Pinto. It could have been great, but we'll go up in flames. And I feel bad because no one ever looks at the suits and the greedy son of a bitches at the publishers. Because the guys who are the developers, they get paid a salary. They may have a bonus or something, but if the game sells, their salary generally stays the same. If the game sells 20 copies, well, they may get laid off at that point, or 20 fucking million in most cases. So, but the thing that's funny is they don't have a financial incentive to rush the game, okay? And they don't want to rush the game. They go to the publishers and the executives and say, look, we need more fucking time. Cockroach, I'll get to you in a second. We need more fucking time. Then the publishers are like, fuck you and your time. We got to meet the quota for the quarter. We got to meet the fourth quarter. We need to hit these numbers or our investors will flip the fuck out. Get the game out. Even if it's not finished garbage, we'll patch it later and people will still buy it anyway. Especially with games with the nostalgia and love that people have for them, like those GTA games. But who in the end gets the shit? Who in the end gets the rejects who give death threats on Twitter? The developers, even though it wasn't their choice to rush the game out. Anyway, working in Virginia right now, originally from Cali. The Wi-Fi in my motel room is ass, 1.6 megabytes. Thank God I could at least see your stream. Oh, dude, that's actually good. Bro, I've gotten, like, at some hotels, when we traveled, like it was DSL. I'm actually kind of jealous. Like, you could actually stream some shit. I remember when I went on a cruise ship, forget about it. I was getting like dial-up speeds. Oh yeah, we have high-speed access if you pay extra. I'm like, what is this? Rich, you keep asking, how do you... Oh, I already... Yeah, sorry, Drifter. Have you heard about what happened to Shadman? He got arrested for assault with a... He already bailed himself out. Shadman? Who the fuck is Shadman? I don't even know who that is, bro. I don't even know who that is. Bullcraft Gaming fails. 2018 Fallout 76. 2019 Google Stadia. There was more than that. 2020 Cyberpunk, and there'll be more. Yeah, you kind of right, actually. They're all milked. They've been milking the udder of all three of those games. NYC for ages, bro. Are the people canceling their Discord Nitro because the CEO of Discord was testing Web3 integration over blowing things? I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. I have to look into it more. There has to be a sexiest man alive for big size people. That's where we can both compete. By the way, can we check out how many people bought GTA Trilogy on console? I have no idea. They're not going to have numbers yet. It just came out. Rockstar didn't even make the trilogy the definitive edition. It was Grove Street Games, but Rockstar still approved it. Yeah, I heard it was Grove Street Games before too. They still greenlit it though. That's your product. That's like saying if, you know, my editor did a major screw up in a video, which, yeah, okay, he would be accountable for, but I greenlit the video to go up, to make it public. He always sends me the, you know what I mean? So, that's still on Rockstar. It's just like it would be on me. You know what I'm saying? So, sexier man, Gabe Dude or DSP? Well, DSP got that mustache for days. And he has that hairy ass, DSP. I'm assuming his ass is hairy. The rest of him is hairy from what we've seen. He probably has curly ass hair. DSP has curly ass hair confirmed. I don't know why I'm talking about DSP's ass hair. So, Rockstar Diva, so, yeah. Grove Street, didn't they do they ported the mobile games too, which were kind of meh from what I heard, right? But it's just but that's still your product. Like I said, I mean, with my editor, if a video goes out fucked up, it's still a huge chunk of my responsibility. It's my channel. I entrust in him to upload a certain standard that's on me. You know what I mean? Just got a refund for GTA Trilogy on Series X. Well, there you go. There comes Microsoft coming through with their pro-consumer digital distribution return policy in a clutch, huh? Infinite's multiplayer, I think it's been confirmed, is coming out Monday, which is pretty fucking exciting, actually. Who did I miss? Someone said I missed a super chat. Random question. If Elon Musk asked you to go into space and help colonize Mars, would you do it? No. I have kids. Maybe if I was like single with nothing going on, sure. Yeah, you bring me to Mars. Jimmy Dore blames his producer for his grift. Who's his producer? No, first off, you can't blame anybody because you're choosing to make the content. I smelled him starting to grift before people started jumping off his train. I mean, believe me, I'm not making it like I'm Sherlock Holmes or anything, but I just felt like something was up. I just felt like there was something off with him. And I was, for once, right. And you got to admit, those watered down slightly ports for the PSP were actually really damn good. Like, I remember getting Liberty City Stories when I got a PSP back in the day. And, that was pretty mind-blowing, man. Like, having this widescreen portable device, seeing visual fidelity on the, like a handheld was... there wasn't smartphones and shit back then. That was pretty mind-blowing. Spam the soundboard, please. That is what I'm doing tomorrow. I am unboxing. I'm gonna place bets it probably doesn't have blades, which that sucks a little bit. But I not only bought this for an unboxing video, I kind of bought it for myself too. Oh shit, I missed another I forgot that cockroach before I'm sorry. I just heard a fart and it reminded me of you. I'm sorry if that's an insult, wait, your nickname is Cockroach. I don't think you really care. Man, I heard a wet fart and thought of one of my subscribers. That just doesn't sound right out of context. Recent events, let's see. Lies. You missed my previous StreamLabs. Yep, well, I reminded myself as soon as I heard a fart. Where are you at, Cockroach? A short Dr. Phil clip. Dr. Phil, okay, wait.
Let's go help people customize.
I can't watch that, dude. That's Dr. Phil. This stream will get ultra blocked. Like Dr. Phil himself will come to his house and headbutt me with his shiny bald head. Like, you need to give me royalties for the 0.3 of a second that I was on screen. I've tried it before too, and it got all fucking claimed, man. It got I can't. Don't you think I want to? Don't you think I don't know the gold that there is with that large four-headed man? Dr. Phil, I can't stop compulsively fucking my fleshlight 17 times a day. You need to stop sticking your erect penis in that fake vagina and do something better with your life. Like, that's just Dr. Phil. That's just, like, you can't tell me that's, like, he always does, like, here's his formula. Get a really out of control guest and say really obvious shit to him that I just hear what he's like. You don't need to have a doctorate in psychiatric medicine to say what you say, sir. I know he's not certified anymore, but I get he's a talk show host now. That's his field. Like, Dr. Phil, I love using my central vac and placing it on my nipple because I get enjoyment out of it, but it makes my nipples puffy and black and blue. You need to stop putting that vacuum against your areolas and find something better to do with your time, like stare at my forehead. Like, wow, that's a earth-shattering moment I had right there. I'm like Eric Warheim from the universe. Like, that's all he does. He basically does what, like, the big drama YouTubers do. Which, look, I talk about drama, but that's not my main thing. But, like, the channels that are solely dedicated to that is just like, all right, pick the topic, find the most outrageous thing, throw up your hands at it. You know, and I'm making it simpler than it is, but that's what, I'm not saying that Dr. Phil didn't have to hustle to get where he is, but that's his formula. So I got an i5 8600 and an RTX 2060. You told me you were going to do that to replace my i5 8400. Also, Halo Infinite multiplayer comes out Monday. I know. It looks good too. I'm going to be playing that on stream, so people could tell me that I play like a games journalist, which I think I'm somewhat better than that. I would say I'm actually better than that, but people are still going to say I suck because it's the internet, for Christ's sake. What do I think of Judge Judy? I think that she is a woman who is a judge. I don't know anything about her at all. I have no fucking... I've seen her show. That's it. It's fine. She's doing her thing. Live stream. Oh, the game Popeye. That would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah, do you realize that Dr. Phil spawned that little demon, Bad Baby, whatever her name was? Catch me outside, how about that? And it sounded so fucking ridiculous when she said it, that she is now a millionaire, saying, this is how unfair life is. This is how it works, kids. You could get you could be top honors at your university, get a doctorate, then you'll have a huge ass loan, and even with your education, even with your talents, you may still get fucked, get laid off, and owe tons of debt for all that schooling you had to pay for to hopefully get further in life, and you may be in a constant circle of debt. But that little fucking dumbass Bad Baby, because I don't even think has an 8th grade education, goes on Dr. Phil and says, "Kesh me Assad, how about that?" in the most saccharine artificial way, and now she has an OnlyFans where she was making $1 million a month, I'm pretty sure, and a music career where she was making money off of it. Life. Enjoy it. Oh, man. I have not, Kyle, I have had zero time, bro. I just haven't had it, dude. I haven't had it. I've had my kids here today too, on top of doing other shit. Jimmy Dore confirmed grifting. Stop. You know what, man? I'll do something right now. Is it if do I have? Oh, I don't have Steam on this computer. I'll get the demo after I'm done streaming, and why don't I have Steam on here? Anyway, all you need is a duck named Cuck. Nah, I don't want to go and cuck, because then you get all the anti-SJW weirdos, because they love that word. Anytime you disagree with them, they call you a cuck. Like I could literally point to it raining outside, and I could go to an anti-SJW, hey, it's raining outside, but they don't want it to rain outside, so they just deny it. I'd be like, yeah, it's raining outside. No, it's not sunny, you cuck. You beta soy-drinking male with a small penis. I have a huge penis, and I make sure everyone knows every day, because I really don't have a huge penis, and I'm really insecure about it. So I have to act as masculine as possible. My cock is huge, but it's really not. Oh, man. I filmed footage of me taking 3 steps to the bathroom in a CB public bodega and posted online, and some morons think it's a game demo. Do they really? Yeah, well, the graphics are getting there, man. The graphics are getting there. All right, let's see this Jimmy Dore shit. Let's see this Jimmy Dore shit. All right. Jimmy Dore confirmed grifting.
Let's go on the open road with a safe stay. Get a $20 Best Western gift card every night you stay.
Since we're talking about
Oh, I've seen this. All right, I'll take the bait. I'll take the get me down the rabbit hole like this bait, you motherfucker. All right. Whatever. I enjoy being combative from time to time anyway. It's good for the whole. If you look into her story, it's actually she was sent to camp by Dr. Phil and was put through hell. The place where she was at, someone died. The whole troubled teen industry is messed as hell, and it traumatizes kids. And the worst thing for someone in her psychological or her mental state, again, I'm not a mental health professional, but you don't, just common sense. Hey, she's a troubled teen. Let's get her into the music business. And at the time, she was still underage. So where are you, mommy? Like, do you think that's a real good idea for your basically uncontrollable teenager? Probably because you didn't step up enough. Hate to judge other parents, but I'm going to judge her. Like, not a good choice. I mean, whatever, she's making money. But, I don't know. You got a tasty pair of birds there, Edge. Stay the fuck away from my birds, sir.
I don't give a shit!
Alright, so let's watch this.
comedians. We mentioned this. Did we mention this the other day? Did someone tell us that Sean is a YouTuber? I don't know any.
Solid Crusader. People give suggestions, and I curate what I feel like watching. I will check out Superwog, but I will say this nicely. You repeating me watching the same thing over and over again like that is going to make me want to do the exact opposite. If you want me to look at something, send it to the email. Sometimes I pick things like this right away, take the bait. Sometimes I pick things a few days later. Sometimes I make a stream that's dedicated to it, where I go over requests. Yeah, I'm not. Sam Cedar kind of is like chalk against a chalkboard with me sometimes with how he presents stuff. I will say that. I do agree with a lot of his points, but there are times I feel like I am being force-fisted with someone with sandpaper around their fist with the way he presents his stuff. I picked up Xbox Left 4 Dead 2 on Xbox, and the character banter is really good. Yeah. Oh God, there's zero chemistry with the voice actors. There's zero chemistry in Back 4 Blood, man. Zero. Again, Solid Crusader, I apologize for sounding curt, but that's what I do. Sending me something is not going to guarantee that I'm definitely going to show it, but it'll bring it to my attention. It'll say, hey, man, that's cool. Thank you for letting me know about it. You know.
Anything about him. I mean, I've seen a couple of his YouTube.
Like someone the other day was like, hey, check out this video. And it was like of some random old piece of technology that had zero like it. I was like, not to shoot anybody down, but that was a perfect example. Like, don't take it personally, but that was a perfect example of why I curate first, because that's like, if it doesn't flow with what I'm doing right now, then it doesn't flow, you know?
Over the years.
Does good work.
He does very good work. I mean, really, really impressive.
Like, and it's not that it's a bad video. Like, I like ASMR videos, but could you imagine if I was watching like an ASMR video right now? Like, people would be like, I'm either falling asleep or leaving.
Depth. And this YouTuber, Sean, posted on Friday.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to watch this whole video because he's going like quartering speed. So, what, Jimmy, let me just explain to you the cliff notes. If you want to look it up yourself to verify what I'm saying, Godspeed to you. Jimmy took this article where it was basically like there was an uptick in COVID cases, and he flipped it, which it factually was not about this, that the vaccine wasn't doing anything. When the vaccine, they actually said due to the vaccine, the numbers of hospitalizations and everything stopped, and the vaccine actually helped them turn a corner in a positive direction, meaning it was due to the vaccine that we're turning a corner with COVID. Jimmy rearranged the fucking article to make it sound like COVID's out of control, the vaccine's not helping, and people are fucked. But ivermectin didn't win a Nobel Peace Prize, so shove that up your ass. Trust me, the washed-up comedian over scientists. So, there you go. I saved us being, which, look, I like Sam Cedar. I'm sub to him. I'm just saying there's some times where I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like I need a Xanax to sit through a full Sam Cedar video. Like, I don't take one, I just don't watch him, but you get my point. Yes, I watch like regular car reviews. Last night's was interesting because Mr. Regular talked a lot about mental health. I guarantee you that was Cockroach. Yes, Cockroach. Open the link. New tab.
There's not a racist bone in my body.
What is the other one you sent, bro? Because if Wings says, why did you get rid of it? Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind. Oh, I can't watch that one. I have to check that out first, too, with Wings, because if there's some stuff that goes too far, which takes a lot with my streams, I gotta be careful. That actually happened, like, once before, where I was like, and I you know, copyright music, forget about it. Like, don't you think I want to watch that? Dude, I would have a Dr. Phil reaction just channel, live stream it. Like, and I should legally be able to do that. It's fair use. But they're just fucking ferocious, man. They don't give a fuck. Like, even the record industry with, like, I'm gonna stream GTA. If they claim I'm not worried about strikes. I'm gonna keep the fucking music on. I don't care. The money's not gonna come from whatever. And if the only thing that would suck is I would like the organic Maybe, oh wow, this old man streamer was playing the GTA trilogy and he was shirtless with a bird. I should subscribe. That would kill if it got demonetized, but it is what it is. I don't fucking. I'll just promote the. I'm gonna make a trailer that I'm gonna be streaming the GTA games. This weekend with my birds. They're beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful birds. Fuck these birds. I hate them. Never give me the time of day. But they'll be right here on the desk. Right here on this fucking desk. Soon as I start the camera, though. Look, they're photobombing right now. They're like, hey, look at me. Look at us. We're birds. This irrelevant 40-year-old man who's been doing YouTube for way too long in between. It's a poultry irrelevancy sandwich. They're the pieces of bread and I'm the irrelevant piece of meat. Fuck these birds. Fuck birds! Ah, shit. I blame you, bird. I'm going to show you something, Carlos. Going to show you something. This has a little bit of juice in it. Now it's on my keyboard for my iPad. You going to replace this keyboard? No, you're not, aren't you? Ford focus on my ass is what intro guy just said to me. But let me show you something. You see this? You see this? Huh? That's what an asshole looks like. Looks like you. I don't know what I have no cloths here. And because of you, I now have a spindrift pineapple little drip on my tab key. You have no respect. You have no fucking respect. Thank you. Inconsiderate son of a bitch. What happened to Review Cucumbers USA and Review Tech Syria? I don't know, dude. There were so many spin-offs of me. You would almost think I was somewhat irrelevant. Somewhat relevant, I mean. Because there were so many spin-offs of me. What is it? There was Review China USA, Review Birds USA. There was Review Tech UK, who actually wasn't a troll, who at one point came to me. Nice guy, too. Or, yeah. And he was like, hey, man, this is like just when I started full-time in YouTube. He's like, mind if I make a Review Tech UK? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just a guy who talks over gameplay footage. You could make you could like franchise Review Tech Australia, UK, and Review Tech Russia. Go ahead. And then he actually made like a couple of videos, and that was it. So yes, there has been many spin-offs of me. Rich, have you watched Bright Suns Gaming's abandoned videos on defunct retail? Why does that ring a bell? They have great ones on Circuit City and Blockbuster. No, I have not. Again, send this to my email. And like I said, let me make this more clear now. And this is maybe on me, and I apologize because sometimes I suck with making things abundantly clear, and I should be better. Sending something to me is a suggestion, and there's a decent chance that it'll be on, but it doesn't guarantee it. So I just want to let that be known. If you send it, whether it be through the super chat or whether it be through the email, it doesn't guarantee it. If I did not make that clear before, I do apologize. That is on me, and I'm pretty sure that I didn't. So I heard a fart come through. That must be a cockroach. That sounds weird. I'm just gonna clean this with my shirt, because it's like I'm like leaving liquids here. Luckily, this is like a very water resistant keyboard, so I'm not really too worried about it. I could like pee on this thing and nothing would happen. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. Review Donald Trump USA. Rich, would you mind reviewing my tremendous chan cheeks, please? Review both of them. They look like buttered bread after you roast it in the oven because my cheeks are brown, just like the bread would be when it's buttered. But when you spread them, you see the side of my cheeks, which is not spray tanned and looks white like the inside of a white loaf of bread. All right, Mr. President, you could pull up your pants now. I don't want to spread your ass cheeks again, sir. They are tremendous cheeks, are you sure? Yes, I am. I'm positive, Mr. President. You can... Oh, God. You could put your pants back. You put your pants back up, please. Please, Jesus Christ, put your pants back up. F. Kill Mary, Carlos Steve, and New York Pigeon. I'm not killing birds. What do you want to kill my birds for? I kind of ran it, but I wonder why Jeremy didn't complain about Microsoft's Virtue Sig with their Veterans Day emails. Dude. All I'm going to say is I've explained my piece on Jeremy, my take on Jeremy many, many, many times. And that's it. Let him stay in his lane. I'll stay in my lane. Does it mean that if something comes up that's relevant to talk about, where he'll come into a video again? I don't know. That's what I do on my channel. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a fully drama-based channel, but I do bring up current events. Like, I've talked a shit ton about Dr. Disrespect. I talked about, recently Dreamcast guy. I've talked about Woodhawker, where I actually defended him in that video. Review Carlos and that turkey USA. Isn't he? Aren't they beautiful birds, though? You know, you gotta... Again, if that's one thing that I think has kept me relevant enough is that I just tell it like I see it. I call it like I see it. Even there were times where Jeremy disliked me that I defended him, where I thought he was being called out for something that I thought probably would have changed my take knowing more about him now, but at the time I'm like, nah, he wouldn't do that. You know? Was I looking for accolades from him? No, because I know he won't give them to me. You know? But I try to be a straight shooter. Whether I like you or dislike you, I try to stay objective. Like Pat the NES Punk, I use him as a perfect example. I can't stand him. He can't stand me. That's okay. I still agree with virtually everything that comes out of his mouth about the Intellivision Amico. And no, Tommy, it's not because I have a hate boner for you. I have no skin in the game with you. Why the fuck would I just want to hate you? And it's not to get free real estate, Tommy. You are not Rockstar. No one gives a shit about the Amico. No one watches it when I talk about it except a very niche audience. That should raise some red flags in your head. Cockroach is messaging me. I'm just assuming that it's Cockroach, and it could very... Yes. I'm usually fucking right. Alright, so let's see this one. Okay. Sold. Fine. Sold. You got me, oh one, Cockroach. Do you have any advice for new YouTubers in 2021? Don't expect a fucking thing. Even back when I started, it was super flooded. 0.001% chance. I have no idea what the formula is either, like I always say, because if I did, I would have PewDiePie numbers. If I knew how to, like, legitimately game the system, I just do me. Literally and metaphorically. All right. We should watch some Snort Burnell videos. They are funny. They are funny. It's actually in the description for video suggestions. It is in there. And I do check it from time to time. I do. I would say I would do a request, but this week I want to, like, Monday I have Liana Kersner coming on talking about her new project, which is really cool. Monday, that is. Didn't set up a time yet. When I know a time, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to be streaming. I have the video for the 360 unboxing. I got so much crazy shit going on this week, so I'm going to be streaming a lot of the GTA trilogy this week. So, anyway, let's look at Darkseid's beautiful butt cheeks. Come on. There we go. I gotta find a better way to do this. I gotta figure out transitions. I'm doing this like a boomer. I know I am. Alright, so let's...
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money.
What was he actually talking about there? That was that one time that he cried, but it was over something not about money.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
That is the most awesome thing I've seen. That is great.
Really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Darkside Phil.
Handsome man right there, ladies and gentlemen. Handsome. You think DSP's butt hair is curly enough to grow a fro? I don't know, man. I have some decent ass hair too. Like, that's not even me throwing shade. We're both hirsute males in our... I think he's close to my age, like late. I'm 40. He's late 30s. I have the butt hair. Come on, I have hairy cheeks.
Darkside Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man.
Man, some people got some dedication, dude. Like, someone sat here and beat mapped his voice to keep it in tempo to the beat. Like that, as a person who knows how to do that, it's not a small feat, at least to do just for a parody video of a guy on the internet.
I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X and Y axis, tip me, so I could catch up on back taxes.
Like, yo, they took word for word and beat mapped it. Like, they locked it to the kick and snare and the tempo. Like, that is impressive. Holy shit.
Making large stacks, refunding chargebacks, and my laugh sounds like act.
I can confirm this. None of your business. You want me to stop pausing it? Oh, well. Like that?
50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50
I've never seen him shaven except like way...
bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really.
Wonder if he had this like on his dating profile on Plenty of Fish.
That money.
I'm a great dancer.
That money. I want to have chill streams. No detractor memes. Bathroom breaks. Playing WWE. Relaxing chill session of Street Fighter 3. Like my vibe back from 2017. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit.
That you could tell that has to be from Project 7. That looks like a I'm overacting Phil face. It's sad that I know that, but it's true. Like, I have to look like I'm thinking. Do I look constipated enough? That has to be. Am I right?
Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there.
Why does he look like a mafia assassin about to do a hit in like the show Sopranos right there? DSP, no, I answered you, Neil. I answered you specifically, sir.
50 bit bitch, raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Like, who made? I want to know who made this. Like, imagine him just sitting there, like chopping up Phil's words and like making the beat, like, and they're like, it's on the keyboard going, "Oh yeah, Phil needs the money, and he was jerking off." 36 seconds. It's not how it works, son. If I was doing, all right, everybody, for $1 you get 20 seconds with the shirt off. For $2, like, could you imagine? Dude, I have no Gary Busey's Laserdisc collection, the man, the myth, the legend, with one of the best names on fucking YouTube. I don't know. It'll still always go down in history that he thought people were concerned enough about his chicken sandwich that he updated them on Twitter. That alone, that is only child syndrome right there. That you think that you're even the menial tasks in your life are that important that the world is on bated breath to know. Did you get a refund on your chicken sandwich that also on top of it did look perfectly edible? I
really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. I'm the one who just filed for bankruptcy. I'm the one who didn't pay my taxes.
Oh, man. All right, see, that's where... Bill, I can't... I'm not into showing that shit, bro. No. See, that's where I gotta... Because I feel like I'm promoting that and making that stuff seem like it's okay. Like, I know that's... I think that stuff is public record stuff, but still. Once you start going into numbers, that's when I jump off the train. Yeah, too much personal info. That's not right. That makes me promote, like, me, even though it's public record stuff, me pushing that stuff makes me no better than anybody else, man. You know? I mean, I know, like, yeah, his bankruptcy was public, wasn't it? That's, how do you get $500,000? And I know what happened is that he didn't pay. I know he didn't. He said he owes multiple years of back taxes. You know? Oh, man. That sucks. And that's the thing, is that even if he is making, he's lucky he got to keep his house. I don't know that much about what happens with bankruptcies and tax law and stuff like that. But a lot of times they'll take your fucking home from you if you owe enough. Obviously he owes enough. Trolls called in during... Yo, that's too far. It is. But to see the thing... the reason why I stopped it there, it's like, that's not... I just feel like that's not my place, you know? I always condemn, especially to the motherfuckers that broke into his bank account, you're pieces of shit. Like, that's just gross. That's just gross, man. I mean, look, I know Phil brings up his finances all the time, but, alright, he shouldn't do that. I agree. That doesn't give you a right to break into his bank account and find out what's in there and find out where he's spending his money. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's when you go down the fucking crazyville. That's when it goes too far. It's like the equivalent of me wanting to, like, sniff Pat Contry's underwear because he pisses me off. Like, no, I don't. Like, that's it. It's YouTube. That's it. I move on with my life. Why would I want to sniff his underwear? That would be really fucking strange, especially if you don't like somebody. I hate you so much I want to smell your taint. But you get what I'm saying, though. I'm just going off the fucking rails and being an idiot. Like, it just doesn't make me any better. And I really fucking hate that stuff. And that's something I feel passionate about. And I know, I always hear other YouTubers say, leave them alone. I don't condone, like, I know some of those motherfuckers do. I'm not naming any names. You guys know who I'm talking about. Don't you? I'm sure some of you will throw out names anyway, but you know. No, I'm really like that. Because here's what I think happens. First off, everyone's starting to consider any criticism bullying, and companies are starting to go along with it. And I forgot what the fucking second point is, but it's not a good look. You know. Yeah, I know, Beal, you're right. And that's all public shit, but like, I don't know. I shouldn't be the echo chamber for that stuff. Now, roasting the fuck out of him, Beal, you know Beal and Cockroach, I don't know if you're the same person to do, you know I'll roast him all day. But I really am really very opposed to that shit. Because that's what I was saying before. Pushing what if at that point, then yeah, I become an asshole. And I really want to uphold because part of comedy comes from criticizing other people, criticizing life. You take away criticism and allow, if people start decrying anyone criticizing them as bullying, then you're going to kill comedy. And I don't want to push that. Like, I don't want to have anything that will push that. And plus, yeah, I think it's flat out wrong. Like, yeah, Wings has said terrible shit, it made terrible remarks, has done stupid shit, so has DSP, but keep it about their takes. Once you start swatting them, once you start going into their personal life, trying to contact their relatives and stuff, I'm off the fucking train. I do not, and it makes me angry, actually. Whereas I know some other YouTubers that say it, again, I won't name the names, but I know this is what I was saying before too, the other YouTubers, I know. It's like, all right, let me just cover my ass by saying this, but if you really do want to bother them, I'm okay with it. You know? Yeah, he is a dick. That was a dick move what he did to that person who donated $150 through the super chat. I agree. Even if it was a troll, dude, you still pretty much definitely get the money because it's a super chat. Like, it's not like I said, if that $150 super chat, hey, DSP at 12345 Butt Cheek Lane, and who has a purple car and you know his left light is on, just wanted to support the show, yeah, then he would have every right to freak out. Someone's being threatening, or someone's like just being, or if someone was like putting out dangerous misinformation for him in a super chat, that's different. But even if it was a troll super chat, you got the money, they didn't say anything bad. Thank them, even if you were pissed off at the second super chat, be like, look, man, I apologize that it wasn't the choice you wanted me to make. I do appreciate the support. Thank you. So, like, he just acted like an asshole. Rich, are you following the DSP Keemstar back and forth on Twitter yesterday? No. What happened? Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me urinate first. And then it would... thanks for drawing the line, bro. You're a good dude. Cheers. Yeah, because I really can't stand that. It doesn't matter if and first off, I don't dislike DSP. I think he can be an asshole, and I think he does very stupid shit, which is comedic gold. You know, but I don't, even if I'm not fond of the person, like, I don't want to see that shit happen. Let me just pee, and then we'll, is there videos? Because that's where the entertainment comes in. I know DSP doesn't make videos. He just makes those weird audio clips. What's up, everyone? I will be masturbating at 2 p.m. right before the live stream if you want to come check out the pre-stream where I have pre-cum. So let me curate this here. Let me curate this. Alright, so let me see. Keem. Let me see what he has been up to. Old man yelling at the...
You know, I've been noticing an uptick in tweets of people complaining about other shoppers not returning their shopping cart. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's strange. Because I remember a time when there would be a boy running around the parking lot, gathering the carts and putting them back in the store.
The fuck am I watching?
Boy, have things changed. Now the customer is tasked with running that empty cart and putting it with all the other carts. You know, a job that someone at the store...
Yeah, that DBZ King. That is so fucking true. There could be like the United States government has imploded, anarchy is ensuing, and there could be like riots in the streets and people are like with fucking with firearms shooting and killing each other, and he's just like, oh, my chicken sandwich, with like his overacting Project 7 face. Oh!
Employed by the store should be doing that is now being put on the customer.
I don't know. What are you dude, where is... I just want to see... DSP. Where is it at? Or am I looking in the wrong spot? I am old. It's on DSP's Twitter. All right. I thought like he does DSP's like his whole thing is that he doesn't. All right, let me look one more spot here. Yeah, I don't care about Britney Spears. I could give 0 fucks about Britney Spears. Let me see. Am I missing anything? No, I'm not missing anything. All right, let me look on DSP's Twitter then. Okay. They call me D. You should talk about the shit show that is. I made 3 videos on it today, actually. My editor came through in a clutch, man. He had something going on with him today. And I was like, dude, I beg you, can we get some videos out tonight? Because I was actually going to edit today, but my kids were here and I just couldn't. So shout out to JKB on YouTube. So let me see. What are we doing here? I don't see anything. I don't see a fucking thing. Oh, wait, here we go. Wait. Okay. Sorry. Ken Redbata, thank you very much. So Chris Berg, check out. I'm not just trying to be dismissive of you, bro. Check out. I have talked out of my ass today. You know, JKB is a legend. I felt bad. I paid him extra too. I'm like, dude, I know you're exhausted, man. So let's see here. Because he always does so much for the show, so it's well deserved. So I have multiple. First, let's read Keems. So for the meme of it, I was going to hire DSP to do drama alert game reviews. No troll. I was just about to reach out to him, but notice he blocked me. What a loser. I'm actually surprised he hasn't blocked me, and I know he hates me. I'm just kind of shocked. Like, okay. So let's see. I have multiple ways to contact me for business purposes outside of Twitter. So if he were serious, yeah, why am I even wasting my time? He's obviously not. I want nothing to do with this human turd, which is why I blocked him in the first place. Pressing flush. You know. Yeah, I'm sure Keemstar was probably almost definitely not serious. But you know, if he got an offer extended and there were enough zeros in that check, DSP like, I am on trouble, or I'm going to review something. This is me overacting. You know he would do it. You absolutely know he would do it. Come on. Phil, if you're saying you wouldn't, you're lying. Also, important to note, and Jesus, he wrote another one? Phil. Hold on, let me just move my cans over here. I want to keep all my cans in one spot. Oh, Dark Side Horse. Let me just grab another can here if I can. Also, important note, you don't just hire people, you speak with them, interview them. Phil, he just knows who you are. Like, so if he was serious, which it's guaranteed that he wasn't pretty much, he just is like, all right, I know he's like, I want this goofy guy to do, like, it's not like a job interview like you're trying to, you know, become an assistant manager for fucking Staples. Like, He's not like, oh, would you send me a Keemstar wasn't gonna be like, oh, could you send me a resume? What's your background? Do you have any human resource experience? No, he was gonna, oh, I'm doing a game review because I am Darkside Phil and my mustache is very voluptuous. Like, that's it. Also important, so interview them, offer them positions, and then they make the decision to accept or decline. Saying it like this means he just thinks he can hire me and can't contemplate otherwise. No. He's just kind of saying, like, I would have hired him. He's not saying, you have to work for me, and he was going to, like, send out trained ninjas to your house to, like, kidnap you and then make you do game reviews over up in New York. Like... Oh, Philium, I love you, dude. I love you with a passion. Oh, that was fun. I was expecting some videos, but that was still some top-notch entertainment. I appreciate it. Yeah, like they're men in black suits. Like someone just came and did that thing where they like erase his memory, and the next thing, like imagine they actually made that a skit. Yes, DSP is verified on Twitter. Imagine they made that a skit, like they actually did it to Phil. Phil would be like, "I don't remember anything now." And then like they would have they would green screen him being in like a lair behind him or like a government office, and he would be like, "Whoa, where am I? Let me rub my goatee to make it look like I'm contemplating something, because that's what generic actors do." Whoa! He looks less exaggerated than that when he's actually busting a nut, and unfortunately we do know. Oh, fuck, man. Fuck. What is going on? Who's timing out? What's going on here? Yes, DSP is verified, but I'm not. I did call Jack an asshole before, so that might be why. Or he may not even know who the fuck I am. Let's just keep it real. I'm sure that may have nothing to do with it, but it would just stop the fake accounts. That's all I care about. I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck about being in the club. The club of what? Maybe if I was making money off of Twitter, but I ain't making money off of Twitter, at least yet. But I just want to stop the fake accounts that like do go out of their way to pretend they're me, and like, oh my god, Rich said something really heinous. Just insert whatever thing there, and I'm like, that's not me, dude. Did you actually check the account? It has 0 people. It's following one account, and it's me, and it has 0 followers. Do you ever think maybe it's not me? Some mods are. I have to start paying attention more. There's some mods with their ass cheeks in a clench. Let me know about it. I remember Tommy Lasorda baseball back in the day, man, and it was that was one of the early on games for the Genesis that they were trying to show off its graphical capabilities. And that was, you got to realize, that was actually a brilliant approach that Sega of America did back then, because that's when Nintendo had their stupid fucking rules. Do you like... No, I am not the quartering, thank you. All right, so let's watch this Jimmy Dore video. You know what? I feel like being an asshole and ripping Jimmy Dore a new one, because this kind of shit is dangerous. If you are that when you're literally reconstructing articles just to fit a narrative, especially on something that could affect lives, this isn't gaming we're talking about. This isn't Crap Gamer. This is someone affecting fucking lives and reconstructing an article to fit their narrative because they are egotistical, soulless pieces of shit. That's Jimmy Dore. He's sold out for checks.
A YouTube that exposes Jimmy Dore's recent anti-vax lies. And it is incredibly well done. And look, here's the bottom line. I don't think that we share much of an audience with Jimmy Dore anymore. I certainly would perceive it as a failing if we have not alienated people who think that
That's kind of how I looked with my channel too. When people found out that I wasn't like this like red-pilled super anti-SJ, because everyone thought because of my quite frankly genuine loathing of Anita Sarkeesian, even though I wish nothing bad on her, and I remember it was wildly unpopular that I made a video calling out that people were happy that she had a verified threat from the FBI against her, that people were trying to hurt her. And I said that was wrong and people were angry. But I had people were like, oh, Rich, I thought you were so right-wing and red-pilled and I'm so disappointed. Goodbye. You can be very fairly progressive and open-minded and think Anita Sarkeesian is a fucking idiot. It goes together like peanut butter and jelly, motherfucker. Anyway,
Jimmy Dore is actually providing any type of like actual intelligent analysis and not disingenuous analysis. Yes. And this is important, though. If you do know people who still watch Jimmy Dore, I mean, I think there's a huge segment of his audience that does not care that he is engaging in anti-vax stuff. That's why they're there.
Exactly. That's why they came.
That's why they came.
Yeah. I've literally seen people with the equivalent. I'm not exaggerating. I'm paraphrasing. I forgot exactly what was on it, but like they have like fuck the vaccine flags on the back of their car and bumper stickers and shit. Ken Reboto, thank you very much for the second super chat. I appreciate it. I don't know Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
I don't give a shit!
Oh god. Like those are they're not looking for like hey, I got this from the CDC, or hey, like they're not looking for balanced takes, they're looking for affirmation. And he just picked up he's literally, people have said before they thought he was joking. He's like, yeah, I would sell out for a check. Ah ha ha, Jimmy, ha ha ha. Oh wait, he really would. And he's an angry guy. I've always, even when he was on the Young Turks, I'm like, there's something of, he's just angry. He's really mad. And I don't think it's about the politics that he's talking about. He's mad about something, like, did something in his life. Now, then I found out later on, like, yeah, he's not really, he's a comedian that didn't really work out for him. And if I've actually watched some of his stand-up, and this is before I disliked him, then I was like, oh, wow, yeah, dude, stick to political commentary. You're not that funny. And again, I thought that before I jumped off the Jimmy train. I'm like, you're not really a funny guy. Sorry, bro. You ain't no Dave Chappelle, man. Wasn't Jimmy Dore through disgusting sexual remark at TYT Annika? She and Jank exposed Jimmy Dore. Yeah, but my issue with that is, didn't Anna hold that back? And I'm not condoning what Jimmy did. It's fucking gross. But didn't Anna hold that back until she was pissed off at something that happened with them? Like, why would you, like, Come on. Not saying it was right. That was fucking gross. But you get what I'm saying? And everyone kind of said he was unbearable there. Like, I heard that, too, that people were not fans of working with him for other various reasons, so.
And we have said this in an offhand manner over the past couple of months. Matt has made the point, you can look at Jimmy Dore's numbers and see the implications of his anti-vax stuff.
People are eating it up. People are eating it up. And he kind of hides, well, I got the vaccine, so he like that keeps him from getting, shit canned by YouTube.
This is the way.
So it's a perfect, I got the vaccine. I'm pro-vax, but, ooh, man, it made my left nipple itch once for 30 seconds. That could have been anything else, but I'm going to blame the vaccine for an itching nipple that chafed me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
You build a following, but it is up to you people to make sure there's accountability. Not just accountability for Jimmy Dore. He doesn't care. I mean, he obviously doesn't care. But for people who watch Jimmy Dore, pass this video on. We didn't make it. For people who amplify Jimmy Dore, who praise Jimmy Dore,
run interference for this BS,
who run interference for it, who go on his program,
who shy away.
I've heard rumors that Sam Cedar is not fun to work for too, but I haven't looked into them, so they could all be a pile of shit. Again, if you looked into me on the internet for a minute, you would think I was the fucking Antichrist, so you can't go by any of that shit.
Away from criticizing him because they don't want to alienate a certain audience while still
all of it
on the left. Maybe
make sure
if you're watching this and you do similar things to what we do,
make sure
as a career,
make sure that you, as an audience member or someone out there, make sure that these people see this video. All you have to do really is watch the first 10, 15 minutes to get the gist of it. You watch the whole video. Sean goes very into...
Joshua, thank you, sir.
He's meticulous about going through a couple of the stories that Jimmy Dore has done and really digs into the science and explains it in such a way so that you can know that it's knowable. That if Jimmy Dore actually gave an F, none of this stuff is beyond the reach of a person to understand, at least well enough. But this segment right here, this is in the first quarter of the video. We're just going to play a quick segment of it. It deals with a story that Jimmy was reading, I think about, was it about Singapore? And he's trying to make the argument, and I would say Sean also very deftly deals with the fact that Jimmy Dore never comes out against the vaccine. It's always nibbling around it and creating, doubt. And
it's also making sure that his fucking YouTube channel doesn't get shut down. I am sure if there was if that wasn't a terminating offense, a terminating caliber offense, that Jimmy Dore would be fucking smearing his dick all over that. But he's well, I got the vaccine. It caused a little bit of a. I have this now though from it. I don't know, but I obviously got the vaccine, so I'm not anti-vaccine, so YouTube can't terminate my channel. But I'll suck every anti-vaxxer's metaphorical dick because there's a big audience there that makes me a lot of money. And that's my wife. That's right, Jimmy. That's right. That's my husband. He sucks anti-vaxxer cock all day. Thank you. Yes, I do, but I just won't let you know because I got the shot. I would vote for Howard Stern over Biden or Trump any day of the week. If he was on the ticket, I will vote for him. And then Jimmy Dore would and then he does that stupid fucking where he stares at the camera for he makes a point. He kind of tries to do what the fuck is the comedian on HBO? I can't think of him right now. Where he says something and you better like this. That's what I don't. Oh, fuck Jimmy Dore.
This and that, and look, doubt should exist. People should be critical thinking about this stuff.
That's his wife too, and his Padilla. I know they work together. That's his wife, though.
But Jimmy Dore, and this is outlined in this one segment, not only misrepresents articles
I would vote for intro guy over either of them too.
That he's talking about, and misinterprets them either purposely or because he's just an idiot,
Or doesn't read them.
or doesn't read them.
Reads the headlines and that's it.
Don't tell me you don't remember when Bernie ran against Hillary and then skewed the media against. Oh yeah, they totally fucking sidelined Bernie. That was a real. You want to talk about a real trying to rig the election? That happened. Head of the DNC basically she came out and confirmed it. And then when he ran again in 2020, you know how they rigged it against him then? On Super Tuesday, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of Democratic runners dropped out and then backed Biden. So they could kind of funnel all of their votes his way. Man.
But
we already talked about it. Yeah.
This segment,
TYT loves Jimmy Dore when he was blasting. Then the Clinton primary versus Bernie showed us the working of the DNC. I was, like I said, I was on board with Jimmy until probably about a year and change ago because I realized what he was doing. I saw the fucking writing. Dude, what you're just trying to see, and it was right. He basically is a right-winger disguised poorly in left-winger's clothes, where it's kind of like what his main goal is to grift off the right wing, but make it like he's left wing to garner this weird audience that he's just self-aggrandizing. But anyway, let's you'll see what he did.
shows where he literally changes.
It costs the country dearly. We are in a bad fucking place right now as a whole. It has nothing to do with partisan politics, too. I don't know if I think we passed the point of no return.
The article to present a completely distorted picture of what was argued in Singapore, which is, understand, well, let's play the clip and then I'll explain it.
This is a real B&H customer story. Steph Mandis came to B&H to take her photography to the next level.
I thought that was...
But Singapore's growing caseload has raised alarms, nonetheless, because of the speed at which cases have climbed. Despite policies including stay-at-home orders, intensive testing, and contact tracing.
Dude, Jimmy, just from a bald guy's perspective, like, you're trying to fluff out those, like, last 4 hairs you have left on top of your head, dude. Just shave your head and grow a beard. Like... It's like when you have to sit there and use a tweezer to comb the hair on the top of your head, like, it's time. Like, I know the grifting has caused stress and made your hair thin out a little bit, but this is coming from a bald guy. I'm not talking down. Just shave the head, grow a beard, and go to town. So why, so that means that if he just wants to burn the Democrats, that he should put out anti-vaxxer bullshit like this? Come on, man. Now at this point, you're just being selfish, and you want to put your hand in the fucking financial cookie jar.
And a ban on foreign visitors. And 80% of them are vaccinated. They're having the biggest outbreak ever.
Now, sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that what Dor just read out is not what the article says. And let's look at them side by side here. The article says, throughout July and August, cases...
Yeah. he like abridged it and took out shit. This is what the article says. But Singapore's growing caseload has raised alarms nonetheless because of the speed at which the cases have climbed. Throughout July and August, cases in Singapore ticked up over 100% day after nearly a year of almost no infections due to the city's previous zero tolerance policy. That policy included stay-at-home orders, intensive testing and contact tracing, and a ban on foreign visitors. This month, cases have risen exponentially from 180 on September 1st to roughly 500 by mid-September and nearly 1,500 this week. It continues.
Pause it for 1 second. And it's not just Jimmy reading it off. He produced that graphic.
Or someone did.
Yeah, he rewrote it.
Well, his show rewrote the thing and presented it, and so I just want to make that clear because
We
Sean
found him doing this too recently.
Yes,
misrepresenting
misrepresenting it. But this is somebody typed it out.
He had a screenshot of an article that then
to make it look like it was screenshotted from that because he knows his audience is not going to check. Oh, he's getting it right from the article, so
had like all of these stipulations that contradicted exactly what he said. In this instance, this is a graphic they copy and paste, or they cropped and used and said this was from Fortune, and then Sean has the actual text.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a crop; it's a reproduction.
A reproduction, yeah.
No, it's different text. It's absolutely a reproduction.
Will have noticed that what Dor just read out is not what the article says, and let's look at them side by side here. The article says, throughout July and August, cases in Singapore ticked up to over 100 per day after nearly a year of almost no infections due to the city's previous zero tolerance policy. Emphasis on the word previous there. Then it goes on to say that policy included stay-at-home orders, intensive testing, and
yeah, he was, but now I'm not saying he wasn't a huge Bernie supporter, but he sold the fuck out, man. Look what he's literally rewriting articles to look anti-vax. I mean, he's showing the same article he's getting. Like, it's irrefutable at this point. You can't debate this. This isn't, Jimmy's talking about a policy and we don't see eye to eye on it. He's rewriting shit to appease to an audience. He's an asshole. He's the quartering of the left.
And so on. Jimmy Dore's text says the speed at which cases have climbed despite policies including stay-at-home orders, intensive testing, and so on. He snips out the sentence, making it clear that these policies were the previous policies, the policies that were lifted, and he puts the word despite in there. Now, the word despite is not in this paragraph.
Are you seeing what he's doing?
Paragraph in the original article, and this makes it seem like these policies are current, ongoing policies. He's rewriting what the article says to make it say something different. Now, I'd like to pause here and ask a question to...
That's insane. Could you imagine? Dude, imagine I reported gaming news like this. Dude, if I even report gaming news that's accidentally old, which, yes, I should hold myself fully accountable for that. I fucked up with that. That was the Ratchet and Clank ripped apart. Like, if I did something like this for gaming news, my career would be done. I'd have to go see if UPS was hiring tomorrow. But for some reason, when it comes to this shit, man, and no one in his audience won't bat an eye. They're like, "Oh, he's saying what I want to say. He's making up information that I want to hear. I'm hard." Welcome to Fox News World. Applause and farts, yes. Because there's money and there's an audience there. That's why he's making it up, and they just want to hear it. Oh, like, if you show the people that he is like that anti-vax crowd, you show them this, that's irrefutable shit, they'd be like, yeah, and I love it. Lie to me. Tell me, whisper those sweet lies that I want to hear. I'm insecure and just want someone to... I just want affirmation, not information. Are you fucking... Give me that propaganda, baby. And he's been, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, oh, look, I'm left, but I'm on Tucker, so I kind of, I'm understanding things. And Donald Trump was more left. And like, what the fuck? And I always remember back when I was still kind of watching Jimmy before, like I said, I jumped off about a year and change ago. Like, why is he always trying to paint everything that Trump does pretty much in a good light? Like, it's weird. It's weird. And when Donald Trump did do something good, fine. I'm not like saying like, you know, just go on a hate train. I can't stand that shit either. But it was like, he just did, like, why aren't you, like, talk about it even just in case you agreed with it, but why aren't you talking about it all? It's just weird. And he doesn't hide the grift well, like other people that I know. Let's keep going.
Any fans of Jimmy Dore's content that might be watching this video. Now, I know that the response to me saying Jimmy Dore produces anti-vaccine content will be to say, no, he doesn't. Dore doesn't directly tell anyone not to get the vaccine. He got the vaccine, and he says that you can get the vaccine if you like. You know, he's not anti-vaccine. He's just asking questions. He's just got some concerns. He's just reporting the vaccine news. Now, my question is, if this was true, if Jimmy Dore really was just innocently asking questions and provoking debate, why does he need to lie? Why?
Yeah, why do you need to change up? Because the article actually says that policies, including stay-at-home orders, intensive care, and event, he said despite policies to change it to make it negative. It's unreal. And it's so not subtle, but subtle enough that none of his base would ever look at that and question it.
Why is he selectively quoting the article to avoid mentioning the positive effects of vaccination?
And then he could hide behind, I gotta go piss real quick, and then he could hide behind the fact, well, I cited a source. Could you imagine if if RGT85 did this? Or like I said me before, or Spawnwave, we would be done. We would have to we might as well, like, shut our channels down. But this, for some reason, is just accepted and it's okay. And even if you show his base, they'll get angry at you for even... They wouldn't even... Not only would they be, like, not believe it, they probably want to, like, fight you for you showing it to them. We're fucked! I'll be right back, Captain Star Chaser. Captain Star Chaser, my best friend who is the smartest person I know, works making Intel chips, went full conspiracy crackpot. I kind of cut him out of my life. He got so toxic. I hate what has happened. I lost. Yeah, dude, people I've worked with and have been friends with even more, like, just people that have shocked me. And it's because it's just, they buy into something, man. It becomes a cult of personality. That's what I'm saying. People who are on this shit like this, If you show them this, like, here is the article he got it from, he rewarded it to this, they would just move the goalpost onto something else or just get angry at you and call you every name in the book and just say, that's what I want to believe, even though you just proved otherwise. I don't want to hear it. It's crazy. Jimmy's not alone. Other supposed, like Rose McGowan, have also been enabling flirting with right-wing conspiracy. I haven't seen what I've heard a little bit, but I haven't read into it, so I can't comment on that. But yeah, I believe, dude, there's money there. And if you have I'm sure, like, isn't Jimmy on Rumbler now? And they offered him some kind of exclusive contract, I've heard. Not sure if that's confirmed or not. Dude, money talks, man. Money talks, and most people have a price that you could buy him out at. I'll be one of the few that'll admit that. I couldn't be bought out for this shit. Like, this kind of shit, no way. Like, if someone came to me and said, hey, like a gaming company came to me and said they wanted to work out, yeah, hell yeah, I would do some kind of deal with them. But to sign up for something like this, that you're literally putting out misinformation that could end people's lives, the fuck is wrong with you? You're awful. You're awful. Me and my family, his family, our friends have tried to reach him. He just yells and screams that the election was stolen. I just can't anymore. The leadership in his country has failed us on so many levels. And I'd love to know what got in his ear. Was it like, did he have a girlfriend? Or that's usually where I hear that from. They have a boyfriend or girlfriend that got him into that shit. You know? I work with someone whose family finally got to admit that they think it's all a cabal. There's no logicking out of the illogic. Yeah, no, there's no instilling sanity in the insane. And then when you say this, they make it about partisan politics too. And what I'm saying, if any of this, is nothing to do, fuck all to do with partisan politics. It has to do with fucking lunacy.
Why is he editing the text of the article to make lockdown measures seem ineffective? If he was just reporting the news, he would just read out the article in full, right? If he's just asking questions, why not ask, why does Singapore have one of the lowest COVID death rates in the world? And the answer is because Jimmy Dore is trying to present a biased view of vaccines.
Yeah, and he could also say, well, I got it from this article. And it's saying how the vaccine actually helped with with hospitalizations and death. What do you mean I'm anti-vax? I got the vaccine too. It's, at least I will give him credit. He looks like a rocket scientist compared to Dave Rubin.
He is producing content specifically to attempt to draw in an anti-vaccine audience. He's just doing it with plausible deniability because...
Hi. We are working.
Hi.
Because he doesn't want to be banned.
Jesus, man, my right eardrum is now bleeding. Thank you.
By YouTube. But let's be fair.
I mean, that is
devastating.
I think the most damning part of the article. Although there is, I mean, the video that Sean produced.
Now there was something else I thought on TYT, but CNN and Fox News say BS all the time. They don't get their channels removed. Well, because they're big corporations. That ain't gonna happen.
You can go through all of this.
It's called Jimmy Dore's Anti-Vaccine Lies.
We will put a link to it in the show notes, and people.
Tim Poole is very like, I want to make sure that I am not condoning anti-vax conspiracy theories, but I condone anti-vax conspiracy theories, but I do not condone anti-vax conspiracy theories, but I will say that some way that I do, so please make sure so I can buy another beanie.
People should go and see that and pass it around. And that segment we just played was from what? Where was that? At 9 minutes in.
I I could have swore there. I mean, that was really damning in and of itself because he just basically re-engineered the paragraph. But there was something else that was pretty good too that he did. Not good, but like you just saw it. Foxy, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Yeah, I saw that. He went to Joe Rogan. I need you. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but I saw that video. Tim Pool always seems real. I mean, I know that's his shtick and his audience, and that feeds into their, oh my God, your hair should be on fire about everything I'm saying. But like, he's an intense guy, man. He must be like when Tim Pool takes a shit, it must be like a fucking scene from Silence of the Lambs where he's like, oh my God. Ah, like it must sound like a fucking horror movie, man. That guy is like, he talks about anything. It's always like the sky is falling.
Really important. And it really, this is out there. This is a video that has gotten 200,000 or 300,000 views.
Mm-hmm. His turds wear beanies. Yes. Yo. His turds wear beanies. And as they come out of his ass, they go into talk. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Donald Trump. Oh my God. Donald Trump. The election was stolen. Actually, you can't say that either, I think, because YouTube would ban you. But he'll heavily hint at it. I've been distancing myself from politics and social activism for a long time now because of crap. Yeah, dude, and it's just like a big. It's like sticking your face in, like right next to a cow's rectum. Eventually, you're gonna just get shit all over. I know I'm doing that, but it's just like we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I talk about virtually everything on these streams. So, review, I can't fucking avoid it, USA, and I have a lot to say anyway. So fuck it. Howard Stern from 1995 could. Howard Stern now, yes, but I wouldn't be as confident.
Anybody who denies their awareness of this now are purposefully trying to be ignorant about it.
That's exactly what I just said, and there are many people that are willing to do that. Sam, I called him Steve. I'm sorry.
So understand the implications for people who go on his show, who promote his material. He is out there lying about this. Is this going to cause somebody to not get vaccinated, catch COVID?
Absolutely. He doesn't care. He got the audience growing and the checks coming in, man. Let me tell you, that audience is a dedicated audience to hating you. They will leave, and they will leave hard. I know firsthand.
Give it to somebody else. Somebody going to die from this? Who knows?
His wife implied that he regretted taking the vaccine and probably wouldn't anymore recently. So I think probably that is the message they want to send. If they're not, they should be more clear about it.
He's also been saying that he's been feeling side effects from the vaccine for months and months. So there's a direct, obviously, agenda.
Soldier Boy won that shit. Yeah, and he was handed a bunch of Atari crypto tokens. That was just when he showed that contract, saying that proved that he had he was like the CEO of Atari. I died inside from laughter and from sadness that someone would actually try to fucking do that. Like, it would have been more convincing. He'd be like, look, I got the contract. Got the fucking contract. Look, like he was just showing a piece of paper saying that, like he's kind of doing what Jimmy Dore's doing right here. like except slightly less complicated. Like he's just showing something and like, oh, he showed something, so I have to believe him. Like ladies and gentlemen, the PS5 Pro is coming. Here, look. PS5 Pro. It's coming. Obviously, look. Like, that's exactly what he did. It could have been anything.
Duh.
And let's be clear here. If this guy is willing to literally rewrite a public health article to convince people not to take a vaccine, and he's doing this for money, you tell me where he stops. You tell me what he wouldn't do in terms of like promoting stuff.
He would do whatever the fuck he needs to do, man. He only cares about and Jimmy seems like the kind of guy, like, you're either 210% with him, but if you disagree with him on anything, you're on his shit list. I know a lot of people like that. I've also noticed, even from back in the TYT days, he just seemed like Jimmy, I hold a grudge against every fucking person who's ever wronged me ever in my entire life, Door. And I'm probably right. The new alert, the Subway tuna lawsuit alleging that samples contain chicken, pork, and cattle. Solid Crusader. That is newsworthy. Please send me an article on that. Do you want to talk about curating? You've curated. Thank you. Send that to me. I will talk about it tomorrow. The Subway situation gets even worse. Is that clickbaiting? Fuck no. Will I be called a clickbait? I'm always called a clickbaiter. Who gives a shit?
I mean, give me a fucking break. How's that?
Yeah, let's just address the Doors defenders who will not ever actually get into substance here because it's toxic and it would reflect negatively on their credibility. But we'll just say you're obsessed with this guy. Well, good.
Yes. Yeah, I am actually obsessed with a guy who is willing to...
I always get that about people that criticize too. Like, why don't you kiss and make up? Or like, I'm not doing it because I'm looking to, oh my God, it's another YouTuber. Like, that's what I do. You know, it gets frustrating though. Tommy Tellerico will steal. I would actually. Could Trump come back, please? No, I couldn't even say that either, but.
Very potentially cause the deaths of people to make money on YouTube.
That's sort of what the show's about, actually. That sort of dynamic.
Yeah. It's also a power trip for him. I think the money is definitely a motivation, but I think he's a power-hungry guy, Jimmy.
Yeah, and for whatever piece of his audience is still overlapped.
Him and Alex Jones ever team up when he had after he spit in Alex Jones's face back in 2016, and Alex Jones gets buddy with him because now he's actually speaking the truth. You know there is no fucking honor among thieves at that point. Let me tell you something. You ever came and spit in my face, the only reciprocation you get even years later after spitting in my face is your fucking teeth down your throat. But that just shows, holy shit, you have no principles. Guy spits in your face and now but I don't think that'll happen. Their egos are too big to let that happen. I give up. Cthulhu 2024 probably be better.
With ours, or still considers themselves a part of the left.
Max Augustin, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it.
Also is a radicalization agent for people who...
Spitting in someone's face is assault. You know, it's like if you came and spit in my face or vice versa, I called the cops after you spit in my that's an assault charge. Jimmy spit in his face. He's lucky he didn't get an assault charge again. What the fuck did you spit in his face for, dude? You want to call him out, call him out. Fucking spit in his face? And the principled man he is that felt like spitting in his face. Look what he's doing now. You are garbage, Jimmy Dore. You're garbage.
Who we want to be on the left, moving towards a leftist direction. And when you have him basically red-pilling people on COVID vaccines, changing the content of articles,
I guess, yeah, people used to say I was red-pilled. I'm like, you read the room wrong on me. Most important part in rolling Rich is shave his face and donate him 50 and put him in a super monkey. Who, me? You want to put me in a... That would be frightening.
I mean, we see this publicly with certain people who might have like leftist inclinations or whatever, but you can get led down the wrong path. And he's doing that actively, and it's for himself and for his own financial gain.
Yeah, and if people want to know what happened to Jimmy Dore, I'll tell you, you can ask.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm serious. Give me your take, Sam, because I've
ask
always...
the same question about any corporation that has sold a drug that is, does people harm, or any corporation that promotes a...
Oh, yeah, all those opiates, they're not addictive. Oh, really? How'd that work out?
Product that does people harm or cuts corners for safety or this and that. Money. He's just greedy. He's just greedy. And he doesn't give a fuck about you.
And the thing about Big Pharma, too, like, okay.
I just want to make this clear. He does not give a fuck about you. His whole shtick about fighting for the little guy, fuck, he does.
It's a scam. The email address is rich@ReviewTechUSA.com. Bless your heart, Solid Crusader.
Doesn't give a fuck about you. He really doesn't. I mean, how do you produce a lie like that? This isn't a mistake. Somebody sat down at the computer
and re-edited it to make it say something different.
To write out that...
That's insane.
...graphic and change the words to make it seem like lockdown's ineffective, vaccine ineffective. He doesn't give a fuck about you.
I don't understand why they think it's a left position. It's not a left position. It wasn't the reform of our country that is populist. That where it differs is cultural-wise. I am populist, right? Dude, I don't even know why science and medicine have become politicized. Well, I do know why, but it's sad. Yes, I remember that. Did they actually have him on the ballot? These nuts.
Really is. I mean,
want to talk about...
Let me see, man. It should be there, dude. Or do RTU submissions. RTU submissions. Do that one, bro. Do the one that's in the... Or here. You could do Richard. I don't care. Either one. There you go, man. Sorry about that, dude.
Amazing. Like, I have virtue signaling, right? Any commitment to Medicare for all, caring about people, losing their lives or dying, then look.
And when I was still watching Jimmy for a while, initially during the beginning of COVID-19, he was speaking a much different tune, too. And it's not like a different tune like, oh, Rich, maybe the science changed. No. He was talking about the severity of the virus, and it's just, he's a sham, man.
Look at that. Look at the changing of life-saving information and the manipulating of it in order to appeal to a certain cohort for views and for money. And then we're going to be talking about Medicare for all?
If that happened, if we put up a graphic like that, we would probably do a full and on investigation to actually assign blame where it needs to be assigned.
If we did it?
Yeah, if that aired on your show, if somehow...
I can't even imagine, like, honestly, like...
People be getting fucking fired.
Bradley was some sort of sleeper cell?
Exactly. Like, I mean, we make mistakes. We made mistakes all the time.
But that is constructing a lie.
Exactly.
There's a difference between making a mistake, which I've done a billion times too, and will do a billion times again, and then purposely, like, imagine I was like pro Xbox and took like an article that was actually good news for Sony and tried to manipulate it into, I would be crap gamer. But could you imagine, Turbo Express? Could you imagine if I twisted an article? I would be done. I'd have to quit fucking YouTube. But in this shit, with this like, I don't even know, what is it called? Propaganda? It's just okay. It's fine. Jimmy won't have to be held accountable for it. Any other genre of YouTuber did something like this, they would be Philip Musint. But for some reason here, it's scary that it's okay. It's scary that it's okay. Thank you, Alan. I need it at this time of night. I need it. Thank you for the metaphorical coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we try and address. I mean, certainly anybody like email. If we know, we will correct it. But that thing, somebody sat down to do that.
Don't know about tonight, dude, because I have a jam-packed evening of work. I said starting this Monday, I'm going to be doing. Actually, no, Monday, that's a lie. Maybe I'll still stream some GTA as well, but I'm going to have Liana Kurzner on. But this week, I'll be streaming the GTA games. Because trust me, there will be plenty of comedic gold with those, especially if they are as buggy as I am seeing.
On purpose. And kudos to Sean. I mean, because he went in he and I don't know who this guy is.
He went deep.
He went deep. He went deep, not just that. I mean, that he put that up in the front because I think, like, you know, if you want to watch only 15 minutes of it, or really, frankly, you know, 11 or 12 minutes of it, bingo, that's it. That's all you really need. But then he goes in with other examples of this. I mean, Jimmy Dore just tweeted out the supposed mRNA who was linking back to something called trialnews.com, which is just sort of like it's just a website. Yeah, this guy Malone.
This is a guy who claims to be the inventor of mRNA, which other people have questioned, let's just say.
A disinformation campaign was initiated by the FDA and others to deter the use of off-label treatment of ivermectin. Again, like, this is sort of the ivermectin.
Jam-packed day tomorrow, bro. Like, I have a lot of stuff going on. Gotta, like, this video I'm doing with the Xbox 360 that's new in box. I have so many, like, I am knee deep in shit. In a good way. I'm happy that I am, but it's gonna be a lot. Like, I'm not gonna, like, me staying up till 3 a.m. tonight would be insane.
Bullshit. It's just incredible bullshit. It really is just incredible bullshit. I mean, who knows?
Big Pharma's the bad guys, so don't get vaccinated so that you maybe have to buy monoclonal antibodies from them, and also maybe thousands of dollars that someone like Jimmy can afford, or maybe now you can take their new antiviral pill, which also enriches Big Pharma, as opposed to the vaccine, which was mostly for some of them subsidized by the government. They put some money into it, but certainly the profit motive is a lot more with ivermectin and with their antiviral pills than there is for the vaccines that were heavily subsidized by the government in order to end the pandemic. But he doesn't care about that.
It's just crazy shit, man. We are in a fucked up world. We are in a fucked up world. And you know what's funny is that the gaming community would never accept if a YouTuber did that. But think about it, like, what are the, like, I'm not condoning it. I think that's, yeah, they should get destroyed justifiably so if someone did something like that in the gaming community. But what would really be the harm? Like here, like the shit that Jimmy's doing literally could be putting misinformation in people's ears that they will not get vaccinated and putting their lives in danger. Whereas someone's pro Xbox, so they're trying to make, you know, Sony seem bad in a way that's actually not bad. It's good news. Like, oh no. Not acceptable. And I would, if someone did that, I would definitely make a video on them and rip them a new one. But it's just weird how, like, in a community where people putting out misinformation like that could literally impact lives, everyone's like, yeah, but he's saying what I want to hear, so I don't care. But in any other community, they would just be fucking destroyed. Subsidize means they got to like Operation Warp Speed gave a bunch of money to pharmaceutical companies to. One of the ways that the vaccine got to us quicker, besides it was based on technology that kind of made like a vaccine template for a God forbid situation like COVID-19, is that Warp Speed, instead of them, like, say there was a vaccine out that would took like 10 years or whatever to come out, there's like a trial that takes a long time. Another one, what they did was they did all these trials and all this research in tandem instead of doing it step by step by step. That was another reason why it happened. And with the insane amount of money that was put into this because of how widespread COVID-19 was, that's part of the reason it was accelerated. It not that any corners were cut, it's just that the process, instead of happening one step at a time, was happening simultaneously. But you tell any of these fucking assholes that, and then they just jump to the next thing, and then they'll go to some article like that one that was reposted that has no credibility to it. It was probably made in some guy's basement, but that's the truth. Where they're trying to sell you another but ivermectin works. But it's like she was saying, it's like it's coming from the big evil pharmaceutical companies. So what the fuck? Either way, they get paid. So what's the difference if you get the vaccine, which is being subsidized by the government, cha-ching, or you get the ivermectin from them, cha-ching? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you realize that? So what happened? Rich, I don't know if it's probably off topic, but my GTA San Andreas just broke, and CJ has just completely broken his arms in the same sockets. I don't know how to fix it so bad. Should I wait for patches? Sure. Like these other medications, you fucking idiots, that they're telling you to take. Pharmaceutical companies make those too. So if they're trying to harm you with one thing, supposedly, aren't they trying to harm you with the other thing? And you're still putting money in their pockets. This is not rocket science. You don't need a doctorate to understand this. Oh, Christ. Oh, man. Yeah. But hey, man, spend more money. Like, no, I don't even want to say that because someone will take what I'm saying out of context and tell you to no. Either way, you're buying. You're not buying. It's being subsidized. But the pharmaceutical companies, the same evil pharmaceutical companies, profiting off of you, whether you get the vaccine, which is subsidized, or you get the stupid fucking ivermectin. But, you know, it's talking to a brick wall. If I put track on horse medicine, I'm not sure what you mean, man. Yeah, and it's so funny when you see people when they're in the hospital, and then when there's the normal people who finally realize after they got sick, and thankfully they look like they're going to be okay. They're like, yeah, if I could, hindsight being 2020, I would have gotten the vaccine. A lot of me feels bad for people like that because they bought into such bullshit. That the virus isn't real, or it's not a big deal, or it's... Ivermectin's used in humans too, but it's not... Get fucking vaccinated, for Christ's sake. I know here we are, but what are you going to do after a topic like that? You're using logic, Rich. That's the problem. But I know there's people out there that think I'm completely off the mark and I'm out of my fucking mind. It's nutso, man. It's nutso. And the same what amazes me is that these people that are, they're worried about the vaccine making them magnetic or tracking them or doing this or doing that. And like, you're the same motherfuckers who literally won't take a shit without your smartphone. That you have an Alexa, in 27 different parts of your house. Your phone, your car, even like entry-level cars now are connected to fucking 4G networks. They don't need to inject anything in you, you dumbass. They got you already. My dad, me, and some family got vaxxed, and we have to keep it quiet from my grandma because she keeps Fox on 24/7. It would lose her mind if she found out we got it. Crazy. It's insane that it's become a political thing. I bet if Carlos would say take the vaccine, he would just do a vaccine mandate, Carlos. He's fucking nuts. Yeah, Trump was so weird with this because he gave such mixed messages, which helped put out the misinformation. But then he, I helped create Project Warp Speed. So weird. So weird. Back in 2020 when Trump was touting making sure a vaccine will be on the way, a lot of liberals said, I'm not taking Trump's vaccine. Well, they're also fucking idiots. Fuck them, too. I don't care if it was under... it's not about the politics. It's not about spray tan Donald, and it's not about Joseph Biden care Trump. It's about science, man. We live in a world of tech. If they want to track you, they can and will. And they will, and they do. Talk to Edward Snowden about that. I believe what that man says. That's why, like, this is what the hill you're going to die on with this vaccine, which is necessary. Yeah, pharmaceutical companies are fucking terrible. I agree. It's not politics. Stephen Newsom said it. It's not politics. It's public health and common sense. That's why everyone's like, "Oh, you just blindly like." No, I believe what Edward Snowden said. Why do you think they want him to magically disappear? Same with the head of WikiLeaks. I can't think of his name right now. They did journalism. You know what I'm saying? They did journalism, and they want to put to death for journalism. They say they don't want to put to death, but they do. Julian Assange. So don't tell me that I don't think that I think that all conspiracy theories are bullshit and I just get spoon-fed mainstream. That's not true at all. Biden's not going to pardon them. You know, it's just... I don't know. I mean, but I'm sure that people who buy into all this shit think that it's common sense. And how do I not get it? So what do you do? There were people I used to work with who were pro-vaccine until Biden got elected. And they refused out of spite, and now half the staff is quarantined. Why are you... That's like... How do adults act like children? Why are you you're spiting? You're spiting yourself, you fucking fools. What are you doing? Who gives a fuck about who made what vaccine? I don't care. I don't care if Donald Trump Jr. made the fucking vaccine. If it was tested by the FDA and it passed, and it's safe and effective, stick it in my arm. Honestly, the fact the U.S. held itself together than Trump and his cronies for 4 years is a miracle, but the damage is, it's absolutely massive. As much as I tried to keep an open mind when he came into it, he damaged our democracy more than I think. It's going to take years to actually see the ramifications of what that fucking circus did. It's going to take years. People won't realize it, everyone thought when Captain Moderate Joe Biden took office that it was going to be like this, like, utopia. Dude, do you think that people don't just stop? It's not like, you know, like a light switch was going to be like once like Donald Trump turned the light switch off in the Oval Office. I'm leaving this tremendous office. Like everything was just going to stop. What, are you fucking crazy? What is there, like 40% at least of this country thinks the election's stolen or some insane shit like that? I'm just pulling a number I think I saw out of my head. Could be wrong. It's insane. And let me tell you something. I'll say what a lot of other people won't. Trump actually is the Republican. If there's some reason he could actually be on the ticket again, because technically he hasn't been accused of anything. He's not a felon or anything. He could win in 2024. Abso-fucking-lutely. If he's the Republican nominee. Especially with that bullshit fucking infrastructure bill that was so... And it's still... Joe Manchin still may cut that shit down. I don't know. I've been keeping up on it that much, even though it sounds like I have been. All people see is gas prices are going up without understanding the mechanics of it. Prices are going up in the stores. They don't know why it's doing it. Most people don't care, but they will damn sure go to the polls and bounce back and forth like a ping pong if they don't like the way something's going. They don't look into the nitty gritty of the... It's like, oh, I have to pay more at the gas pump. Who's in office right now? Oh, yeah, I'm going to vote for the other team because it'll change it. There's a lot of people that aren't left or right. They just like, oh, I don't like things right now. So a Republican's in office, I'll vote Democrat. Oh, I don't like the way things are right now. I'll just vote Republican because there's a Democrat in office. Or vice versa. Because I'm paying more at the pump, not knowing that I may be voting for the next Benito Mussolini without even realizing it. But, oh, they'll make my gas prices cheaper? Ah, fuck democracy. Fascism it is. Cheap gas. Someone I'm sure is going to clip that to try to make me sound bad, but that's obviously sarcasm and humor. Like they did to PewDiePie. They did that to fucking PewDiePie. Took it when he was wearing like that Hitler outfit out of context because he was like making fun of them being like control Nazis or something like that. And it wasn't that he was putting out like Nazi propaganda. All he was doing was like making like, hey, you're being censorship Nazis or something like that. But being an outsider looking into the U.S., I am still surprised how polar opposite the U.S. election system parties are. Here we follow the policy of doesn't matter who you vote for, you still end up with a politician. The Electoral College is absolute shit, too. I don't really, I mean, I am not a political scholar by any means, but I don't see the benefit of it. It should just be the popular vote. Who gets the more votes wins. I know the argument's made, oh, but rich but smaller states wouldn't have as loud of a voice. Nah, it should be, it is an ancient system. It's an ancient, archaic system. Because technically, if you went by popular votes, Trump wouldn't have been president in 2016 either. He scraped by with an electoral college, which I always find funny. that the same system that got him in office, which no one ever imagined he would, is the same system that he says is rigged. And he's like, how does that work, Chief? That's a system that got you in office. Now it's rigged against you? Come on, man. I gotta piss. I'll be right back. What time? Oh shit, it's midnight. It's midnight. It's midnight. Alright, I will end with this. Another reason for a third party or more. I agree too. But I like... it's just so complex. It's so complex how deep the problems are, how systemic they are. That will never change while the Republicans are in office, because without the Electoral College, they will never win another presidency again. Yeah, probably. But look, man, the Democratic Party is weak and shit, too. And they're corporate bought as well. You know what really needs to fix things? I would take this before getting rid of the Electoral College, even though I think it's a problem, too. Get rid of lobbying. Get rid of campaign donations. You want to see people actually take office that are pro-public servants and for the people? Stop making it that the elected officials are profit-driven, because even though they're not getting direct campaign donations or legal bribes, it's still indirect. And this happens too, where, so, and I've said this before, I'll end the stream with this, and I'll end the stream with Hailfire Super Chat. Is that okay? Here, we'll support your campaign, write this legislation that will benefit our corporation financially, and then when you're done being an elected official, which you're not really one, you're just a corporate shill disguised as an elected official, we'll hire you for a 7 or 8 figure salary where you have to speak at a stupid fucking convention once or twice a year for 2 hours. And that way we could legally have you on the books, and just, we're bribing you, we're paying you off. And you're selling an entire nation's soul to the devil for your own profit. It's pretty shitty. Welcome to the divided states of America, land of greed and home of the stupid. Home of the greed and home of the evil, too. Stupid and evil. Anyway, have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. I need to go to fucking sleep. And I will be up tomorrow with more content. And I got to film this unboxing. I'm excited. I'll end it with this. I know Review shut the fuck up and actually end the stream. I'm excited and nervous about unboxing this 360. Excited because if it works, it's going to be fucking awesome. Nervous because it could be broken. And that will make me nervous too, because I spent a lot of money on this for myself and for this YouTube channel, and I want it to work out well. So I am going to go stare at my birds and fall asleep with the birds, because I'm weird. Don't ask questions. They're